Now, if you've been in sales, you probably heard of this guy called Andy Elliott. Today we watching another Tommy G video. It's been a while since we watched one of these, man. And well, I tell you, I'm a little skeptical about dude, man. I've been in sales. I was in sales for about maybe 5 to 6 years, and the way he goes about it, it's not how you really get money off of sales. So we're gonna go ahead and react to this video without further ado. Tommy G, let's see what you about to do.
Take your shirt off for a minute. You guys see yourself naked in the mirror every single day before you go out of the house? Okay, do you like how you look? We just go numb.
But ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'll wear a sweatshirt today. You don't want to look like you look right now, do you? Okay, then fucking change it.
And I started to fall in love with making others great.
And so I just realized that, man, I need to build a really good army, a team, a tribe, a pack, you know, whatever you call them. I need
Well, welcome to your new life, and also welcome to doing business with Andy Elliott.
Andy Elliott and his Elliott Group are founded on a cloud of suspicion for fraud, lies, deceit, and some of the worst actions ever perpetrated in the car business.
When the FBI comes in, they said, hey, who's in charge? It was me and 4 other people. It wasn't me. They were after this owner. Dude, I have already been tried to be killed many times.
I went back home, I called my boss from the fitness studio, I gave my 2 weeks. I put my head down, I grinded.
I was 19 years old and I did not like my life. But now I'm a coach, so I'm crushing, anywhere between 100 to 200 right now.
They're afraid that they're gonna lose their edge. We live.
Man, look, sales is one of the most hardest jobs you can ever do. You gotta have the confidence, you gotta look good, smell good, feel good. Everything that has to be about you has to be damn near perfect. People see you, you got to be able to be trustable, coachable, and you got to know a lot of information very, very quick. And you have to be able to, talk on the fly and get, figure the things out on the fly. His boot camp ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's something else about him that got me like, let's look deeper into the situation. Cause it's like Grant Cardone, and you had the Ty Lopez's back in the day, and you had all of these people who was like, make money quick, sales this, Lamborghini. And then it's like, you're really finessing people to think that you're really on, to not really get on after they take your courses. I took a Grant Cardone course. It was all for free. And mind you, I think it was like $120 a month. My company was paying for it. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. But the stuff that he was talking about was damn near common sense. You just had to role play and, repetition. Get a customer, which we call it an up, and figure the shit out with your customer. Just be relatable, and you would just get the sale. But they want to upsell. No. That's not enough. If you got to get them on more money. It's like, bro, you're fucking screwing people over. You're not really selling. At this point, you're finessing. So let's just see, man.
But I was this skinny. I was weighing 145 pounds at the time. I went from being a drug addict for 16 years, losing myself. I was broke, lost,
you look good,
to now being Andy Elliott's top coach in his company, helping other people and clearing over 100K a month.
I did what I'm asking my clients to do now, and it would totally transform and change my life.
I hired the man. I gave him $50,000 motherfucking dollars. It was the worst business I have done.
You're a man under 40. There's a good chance that at some time your feed has been flooded with self-proclaimed gurus like Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, Wes Watson, and Luke Belmar.
Johnny Walker.
Luke Belmar, I think Luke Belmar is a little different, but the rest of them, bro, top-notch finessers, bro. I'm telling you, ain't no way around it, bro. Top-notch finessers.
What do I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the fucking Johnny Walker.
And it's no surprise that most of these guys have a course to sell, promising the secrets to their lifestyle of luxury cars, hot women, and private jets. But upon closer inspection, many of these gurus feel fake, fraudulent, or like something's just off. Today, we dive into one of the most controversial names in the sales guru and influencer landscape, Andy Elliott. Famous for his shirt.
He kind of looked like Randy Orton, man. Like, something about him gives untrustworthy. Like, I don't know, something about him. Like, it could be the masculine energy or whatever, but something about him just seemed very, like, oh, you look snaky, shady business.
Controversial names in the sales.
Y'all, if y'all watch WWE, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, Nobody, like, why would I trust Randy Orton? This nigga from the RKO me in 10 seconds. Like, why?
Guru and influencer landscape, Andy Elliott. Famous for his shirtless seminars and his military-style approach to sales training, he brands himself as the #1 sales trainer and business coach in the world. We take you a day inside his life, exploring his highly disciplined lifestyle, his cult-like sales team, and his shadowy past that includes people going to prison after a federal investigation. Some label him a con man that uses high-pressure sales tactics, while others say he is a great man that has genuinely changed their life for the better. Join me as we dig below the surface, and you can decide for yourself if Andy Elliott is the real deal or just another snake oil salesman influencer.
Yeah, for real. Like,
Folks,
nobody
before
likes
we dive
a
into the
pushy
wild world of Andy Elliott and
salesman.
sales gurus, there's first a subject I want to talk about that's very important to me:
Is it
money
an ad?
and
Is it a
personal
sponsor?
finance. Ever since I was a teenager, I was reading
Is it a
blogs of
sponsor?
Mr. Money Mustache
Yeah.
have some level of freedom
It
in
is.
today's society. That
We jumping ahead.
or click the link in my description. And now, folks, let's get to Andy Elliott.
AC. Tommy G.
Hell
down
yeah, ladies
Yes,
and gentlemen.
boy, I tell you.
Today, I'm gonna learn how to be an alpha male. I've been living my whole damn life as a beta fuck, sleeping in till 6:30, acting like a total slob. Today, hopefully that's gonna change, because with the help of the #1 sales guru in the world, that's Andy Elliott, that's how he brands himself. And you may have actually heard from this guy before. You may have seen clips of him asking people to take their shirt off.
Take your shirt off for a minute. Now I want you to write this down. Discipline. Stand up, take your shirt off. I want you to do it in front of your friends. This isn't about making fun of him.
I want to see him do this to somebody who already fit and been in the gym. I want to see how stupid can you look. Now, don't get me wrong. A part of being a disciplined person is taking care of your body. #1. What you put in your mouth, what you consume, what you watch, all that stuff. Discipline is the most crucial key to being successful, and consistency. But humiliating people and making them feel bad about themselves is not cool. I get it. It's a bullying tactic to say, hey, look, you look like shit. Work out. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I wouldn't be participating in no shit like this.
Because I can make all you can take your shirts off, and maybe one or two you look halfway decent. I want you to go home and look at yourself naked in the mirror. I just want you to do it. And I want you to own every little weakness you have.
So we're gonna dive into his life. He's a very interesting man, this Andy Elliott. So folks, buckle up and don't be a punk. Before you actually go any further in this video, give me 20.
It's a nice place.
I knew I was about to visit a controversial man, and I thought chances were good that his charisma could be disarming. So I reminded myself to walk into his house with a kind heart but a healthy sense of skepticism.
Tommy G, bro, you always, I respect it though. You be playing both sides of the fence for sure. But y'all think Andy Elliott natty or not? I don't think so.
Look at this guy. Mr. Andy Elliott. How you doing, brother? Andy, first, I gotta ask you about your fashion choices, man. Tell me what we got going on right here.
We have a shirt on because it's cold, but normally it's shorts.
So
my
rate,
fashion choice.
rate my fashion as a kind of alpha dresser.
Well, I'm not an alpha dresser.
No?
I just don't wear any clothes.
Would you ever join a nudist colony?
No,
Why not?
because I think that's weird. So when we started our business, we basically sold everything. And my wife, we lived in Oklahoma, she drew on a napkin this house. She's like, we're gonna have a U-shaped house. We're gonna restart our life. We're gonna rebuild. And I envision it being like this, with a pool right down the middle. Worked our ass off and went and built it.
Nice to meet you too. You guys ready to rumble today or what?
Oh yeah, we're about to get, you're getting in the
I'm
cold
ready to
plunge.
go.
You're getting
Let's
in the
do
cold
it.
plunge with us. Yeah.
I brought a speed.
One thing about working with high-end clients in my career, in my line of work right now, the wives be the weirdest motherfuckers, bro. And something about them, bro, it seems like sometimes a dude is damn near like held hostage. Like, no cap. It's like literally held hostage. So I'm gonna pay very close attention to the whole situation if she's continued to be in this video.
Or something as close to it as I feel comfortable.
Yeah, Speedos are welcome here. So let's show us what you got.
These shorts are crazy work, brother. Those are awesome. This should be illegal in like 49 out of 50 states.
We're gonna say who can stay in the longest.
Oh, I'm just doing a quick dip.
You're not out of shape either.
No, you're not. You're
Guys, this is what a cult leader does. They try and get you to do things, and I'm gonna resist the temptation.
Listen, have you ever read the book Tim Grover, Relentless? He said there was those that didn't want to get in the ice bath because they were scared.
This is amazing, brother.
Ooh.
What's your mentality in life, Mr. Elliott?
You can have whatever you want and do whatever you want. You can hang out with whoever you want. You can have whatever kind of life you want. And I mean, dude, we're all so lucky to be alive, like at this time, this era. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, think about it. You have a business and can take care of your family, going around and documenting people because people want to watch other people live. Most people don't understand themselves. And so at 40 years old, I would realize I didn't like me. I wanted to have good intentions. I wanted to help people. My whole life, I helped people make money, but I never really changed anyone's life.
One thing I noticed about bald head people are no beard, no nothing.
So my mom left when I was 2 years old. She's an alcoholic, crackhead, loser. She's a freaking loser, dude. I've tried to save her 5 times in my life. Every time she's shit back on me. And so I was raised by a father that was like, don't speak up. He was never home. It was kids raising kids. I mean, my sisters were having sex in elementary school. I mean, I remember coming home. I mean,
holy shit.
Well, no, but like when no parents are present,
things happen.
But I never thought about changing anyone's life until I was 40. I thought about making more money. At my first day on the car lot, I made $1,700. I never held more.
Something about this guy right here. He the type of nigga that just be capping on everything he say and it sound like the truth until you, because nobody knows him, bro. Like he probably never had no friends. He don't got no circle of like genuine people from high school, from elementary school, that's been there from day one, that really, truly, genuinely knows him. That could be like, bro, you're lying, bro. Like you're capping, bro. Elementary school, like I know there's some out there, bro, but it's just like, I don't know, something about it just don't believe, or I don't believe. And it just sounds like he trying to make it seem worse than it actually is, just so he could be a little bit more relatable to sell you on something later. Like that's what
more
it
than
is.
$5 in my hand at one point. This was my way out. All I knew is that I had to be the best and I had to hit the numbers and I had to make sure that I was unreplaceable, indispensable. Then I started to build others to be badasses. And I started to fall in love with making others great.
You're pretty fucking ugly. I'm not that good looking of a guy. I'm a pretty ugly motherfucker. I get in good shape and it makes me better looking. When you start to see yourself differently in the mirror, you fucking want to become better. And so I just realized that, man, I need to build a really good army, a team, a tribe, a pack, you know, whatever you call them.
One of the things we're going to try and determine together in this episode is how to define Andy Elliott. Who is he really? Is he a cult leader who commands extreme loyalty and uses manipulation tactics? Or is he a great but controversial business leader who gets the best out of his people? Is he a scam artist with a history of fraud? Or is he a man who has learned from his past to become a top-tier salesman and sales trainer? You guys tell me in the comments what you think the truth is about Andy.
Do you feel like you run a cult?
Culture is, comes from cult, right? Mm-hmm. And so a culture of winners is dangerous. What kind of car do you drive?
Great Cherokee at the moment.
Okay, what do you want? What kind of car do you want?
Range Rover would be cool.
Okay, write this down, Range Rover.
And so I decided I'm gonna reprogram me like a freaking computer. So I started paying for training. I did what I'm asking my clients to do now, and it would totally transform and change my life.
Selling you on something that he wants from you later. Nigga, you wasn't paying nothing,
let's get
bro.
So you're doing a burpee on the way down, a push-up, come up, stand up straight.
Niggas do prison workouts now. You can tell dudes on the left juiced up.
You're very intense about six-packs. It's a top priority.
If you don't have a six-pack, you don't work for us. For all the people that say six-pack or you're fired, screw that guy, hey, screw you! It's a standard.
What does a six-pack mean to you?
It just shows discipline.
I know some of your tactics have a little bit of humiliation mixed into them.
No. I know you're snacking. Well, squeeze your fat. And then I want you to pretend that you have whatever you want here, and I want you to take a bite. I'm gonna give Steve $10,000, okay? He can get a six-pack. I'm not a fitness coach, right? I'm a business guy. The building block to success, if you were like, I wanna make money, is discipline. Every time I walk into anywhere, I will literally have hundreds of people walk up to me, and they say, dude, you changed my whole life.
Where you're comfortable in front of a stage with people, you're bringing a guy up to the front that's shaking in his boots, and now he's showing his fucking fat belly to the audience. So I would be curious to hear the stories afterwards. Like,
They come to me and they fall to their knees and they start bawling. And their wives call me and say, thank you for sending my husband back home. Was it the easy wrestling coaches that let you get away with everything, the ones that made you the best?
the most difficult wrestling coach I had was the guy that changed my life.
Dude, that's what I say. So I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, listen, you might hate me, you might not like me, but you're going to get better. In my league where I lived in Oklahoma, I was making $2.5 million. And I quit my job. I had been in sales from 18 to 39 years old in the car dealerships. I remember sitting there, dude, and this guy walks across the showroom floor. Probably kind of looked like Rafa or some shit, right? And I'm the old me. And I'm like, I remember saying, man, F that guy. I'm like, I bet he's broke, dude. I bet that guy drives a Ford Taurus. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to think of the ways that you were better than him.
Dude, I'm so disgusted at myself. I'm turning it all on him. And I remember, and I stopped myself, and I was like, dude, I am a total piece of shit, dude. I was never gonna work for anyone else. I didn't wanna work for anyone else. I didn't wanna start this business. When I started listening to Tony Robbins, like for real, my mind started to run. I started to dream again. She supported me, she changed too, our kids changed, and we would step out and quit a 20-year job and start a new business, which is like, we're gonna teach people to sell.
So far, I found Andy to be a very interesting character, and it seemed to me like he had a genuinely good family environment at his house. He was very present, not on his phone at all, and was clearly a well-disciplined guy with how he ate and worked out. But now it was time to dive into his headquarters, the Elliott Army, and the things I'm going to be on the lookout for are high-pressure sales tactics and cult-like behavior. Here's what we found.
Let's get into it. Let's see.
If you don't say come on this other line right now, when you come out here, I'm gonna shave your head bald so you look like Andy Elliott's twin brother. Okay, he's laughing. Okay, cool. There's 3 times in your life. There's the day that you're born, the day that you die, and the day that your life changes forever. And today is the day that changes your life forever. So, well, welcome to your new life, and also welcome to doing business with Andy Elliott.
So there is like a slight bit of like, okay, we're definitely in a cult. But it could be a cool cult. That's what we're trying to discover.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? What's your name? Tommy. You're Tommy, man. Get over here, Tommy. We're looking for you, man. Yeah. Guys.
Nigga, what is this, football practice, nigga? Did y'all win a game? Nigga, what are we doing here? Golly.
No one can work here unless I've changed their life inside of our coaching program.
To clarify what you just heard, one criteria Andy uses to hire is to only select from people that have paid for Andy's seminars or bought coaching lessons from him in the past.
So basically, it's pay to win. You pay me to train you. If you get accepted through my training because I like what you got going, then I hire you. I won't hire you from nobody else who's giving you the proper training. Just me. I don't know, buddy.
To Andy, this ensures that his candidate is fully bought into his philosophy. Now, this could be looked at as an excellent vetting mechanism to build a good culture, or another warning sign of a cult, which is members having extreme loyalty and devotion to the leader.
Now, I have a lot of guys that are 7, 8, 9, 10-figure earners. They're big earners, but they operate from a state of madness. They're afraid that they're gonna lose their edge. We live out of madness.
He's gonna experience team, he's gonna experience family. There's a lot of places that they have buildings, but they don't have the people. And what we have is we have the family, we have the people, and that's what really makes a building special. So let's get it! Let's get it! Yeah.
I didn't bring any capris. Am I gonna fit in around here?
Yeah, I think you'll be fine, dude. Hey, we can tan you. We'll cut the shorts up a little bit, you'll be all right.
All of you are Team Elliott.
Yep.
How long you guys been here for?
I mean, we got guys from 5 years to guys that are, 2 years, 3 years, like we've got guys from all around. Everybody came through. Yep, we got the Bible
You're
with
gonna
us.
go Old Testament or New Testament on me today?
Well, we're gonna deliver a speech to these business leaders today, but we're gonna start with God because that's our core value.
Do you think Jesus would have been good at cold calling?
I think Jesus would have been the best at cold calling, dude. He would have been the best at it, dude.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Show me the headquarters, man.
Let's go. I'll take you on a tour.
How many people work here?
We have 100 in-house, and then we have 50 virtual currently.
What is your average salesperson making?
I only have a few people in my company making less than 6 figures a year. The top people in my company making 7 figures a year.
I'm closing a big client. Hey, 100 grand. Okay, boom. Yep, you good?
Yeah.
How much did I just make?
30 grand.
That is actually really good commission.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Do you guys feel like you can hold Andy accountable?
100%.
We hold the whole world holds Andy accountable because he tells people all day long on social media, you know, what he's doing, his fitness, his goals, his mindset,
his marriage.
But he's a leader that you could call him out.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, dude.
Things that are very sketchy in his past.
Yeah.
Snitching to the feds, turning his boss in, stuff like that. Like, did you guys ever talk to him about that later
Yeah,
today?
100%. Andy's owned it since day one.
Come through, we'll show you the media side, and then
There's
we'll
a
get
strong emphasis on hospitality here. I think I've been asked at least 7 times if I need a water or a energy drink.
You know, we walked into so many different businesses over the years, and people just, it's just like the care factor.
Folks, a potential warning sign that you could be dealing with a cult is a tactic called love bombing. Groups will
Love bombing. I said that on one of my songs, bruh. Dog, something that people do up front. They'll love bomb you, love bomb you, love bomb you until you get into the situation with them, and then cold turkey, no more. It's a dangerous game we play out here, man.
overwhelm newcomers with praise and celebration as a way to disarm them and build instant loyalty. And another thing you find as soon as you get to Elliott headquarters is the salespeople are trained to offer you a beverage incessantly. I mean, we were offered drinks enough times that all of us on the team agreed that it just felt a little weird. And for more context, before we flew to Arizona, Andy himself offered to get me a rental car or put me and my team up in a hotel, which I declined so I could enter his world as a neutral guest and not beholden to him. Because after all, part of Andy's sales playbook is the reciprocity principle, where he gives you a little thing like a water bottle, and in the end, he gets a big thing like the closing of the sale of a car. So the question going through my head at the time is, what is the difference between truly generous hospitality with well-trained salespeople versus love bombing, manipulating someone to get a desired outcome? I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions. Am I being overly cautious and even kind of a douche for not accepting Andy's hospitality?
No, absolutely not. Look, it's different type of people out here. It's the people who give you something and expect something in return, and there's the people who give you something and don't expect anything. This is a situation where you got to be careful, because not only like everything is seeming picture perfect at the moment. All this is happy, woo, woo, woo. Bro, I'm telling you, put these cameras down, bro. None of this shit is like this, bro. It's chaos. You know what I'm saying? Being wealthy brings nothing but problems. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, bro, the shit that I be seeing, the shit that I be hearing, bro. Like, man, I'm telling you, bro. Like, you would not understand. Like, niggas sleeping in one side of the house, the other, wife sleeping on the other side of the house. Nigga got a whole house in another country, in another state, another city, right down the street, and the wife stay over there with the kids. Like, bro, it's not what you think it is, bro. Trust.
Or am I right to be on my guard?
Go, Eva.
So what just happened? What kind of deal did you just close?
Well, we're changing lives.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So a coaching deal.
100%.
What does this get you in commission, you think?
Like $1,500?
That's what I'm talking about? Can we just get another deal? Okay, hold on 1 second.
So I had a wire that just got sent and it hit the bank account for 10 grand for one of our events.
What do they even sell? Are they selling courses? Like, what are they selling? Can somebody please comment below and let me know what they selling? Maybe they'll tell us, but I have yet to find out what they selling. They not selling cars. They're not selling houses. They're not selling tech. What are you selling?
Would you say you're one of the top guys in the company?
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Mm-hmm. You make 7 figures here.
I was this close last year, but this year I'll definitely hit it.
That's
yes.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I had a salary job. I was really comfortable making maybe
$3,000, almost $4,000 after tax per month. I just had a baby. I knew I was supposed to do more. I needed something more, not for myself, but for my family. So I bought a $600 course with Andy Elliott. It's called Blind Spot. It was the only $600 I had. I was so resistant to buy that course. Once I did, I studied.
Next thing you know, I maxed out my credit card to go to his first event that was in his living room of his house.
You hear what he's saying? He's putting these parts of the clips in here on purpose. I paid this. I paid this. I paid this. So he's making money off courses. Do you know how easy it is to make money off courses? Check this out. When I was, like I said, when I had that Grant Cardone course, the nigga was charging $120 a month for all the courses. And it was tiers to it, right? The tier levels, right? The nigga had these videos for over 20 years, the same videos. He'll have new updated videos every couple months or whatever, but and barely even that. But these was videos he was selling from 20 years ago. I'm like, damn, this nigga, what the fuck? Like, he don't even look like this no more. Bro, these was old videos. He's been selling the same videos over and over and over and over and over and over and charging you monthly. And in 1 month, you're not going to be able to watch all those videos. So guess what you have to do? Subscribe for the next month, then the next month, then the next month. And there's so many videos. And it's almost like, get to the point. Like, you had this, then you take a test. Then you had this, then you take a test. Then you had this, take a test. And it's like, bro, you talking about the same exact thing over and over and over again. I'm not really learning anything new. You saying the same thing a different way every single time. Closing, approaching, getting over this hump, getting over this, bro. It's the same thing in a different way. So I'm listening.
With 12
I'm paying
people.
attention.
But Andy's like, hey son, you remind me of myself when I was growing up. So him and Jacqueline bought my plane flight ticket because I didn't have the money to. That's how my journey started with Andy.
I showed up to the seminar. I went back home. I called my boss from the fitness studio. I gave my 2 weeks. In September, I made $33,000. October, I made $53,000. And since then, my life has changed.
I was 19 years old and I
I
did not like my life. That day, I bet on me and I came to my first Master Closer seminar with Andy over 4 years ago. I'm 23 now. I've totally transformed my own life and now I desire to bring that to other people.
I was born in Venezuela, came down to the States on a visa, expired, family, we were down here, a legal immigrant for about 20 years, didn't come from money, and that's where you got me. I started messing out with drugs, got addicted at the age of 17, and that went on for till I was 31, 16 years.
Actually, that was my first.
I don't know nobody who's addicted to drugs that look that good. No, pause. I've seen a lot of recovering addicts. They have, you know what I'm saying? But I could be wrong. 16 years, 20 years, damn near. Sounds like a made up story, bro. Was you addicted to weed? Pills? Methamphetamines? What are we talking about? What was you addicted to? A lot of people be like, oh, I was addicted to drugs. Nigga, what, Tylenol? Adderall? What are we talking about?
And that went on for till I was 31, 16 years.
Actually, that was my first seminar with Andy and Jackie when they had it here in Arizona. But I know Andy and Jackie 25 years. I used to sell cars with them.
This is right when I moved here. This was end of 2021, and I moved here March of 2022. But I was this skinny. I was weighing 145 pounds at the time. When I joined that dealership, I became #1 by my 3rd month out of 120 salespeople off of his trainings, gained 38 pounds of muscle.
Hold on, I have a raccoon in my backyard, bro. Oh man, no. God damn it. I put some look at this. I put some cat food out there for this stray cat, and here comes a fucking raccoon. Hold on, let me scare him off. Let me try to scare him off. Hey nigga, get your ass on somewhere. Hey yeah, get your ass on, nigga. Yeah, you. Yeah, you nigga. Look. He gone. He gone. That nigga dipped. Hold on, I gotta show y'all that real quick. That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. Ain't no fucking way, bruh. You know what? Fuck it. We just get to the video, bro.
Stay clean.
We heard from a handful of his team that seemed to have genuinely had their life changed by Andy, but I was curious if there was another side to this coin. I found a podcast between internet lawyer Rayz Muhammad, aka Beard Lawyer, and health expert Troy Casey, aka Certified Health Nut, who hired Andy's team to do his marketing and was not happy with the results. Here's what Certified Health Nut had to say.
So just to be clear, I did not hire Andy Elliott for sales training or any kind of coaching. And I think Andy Elliott's deceiving others that he can do certain things and he cannot. It was the worst business I have done. January, February is huge business for people in health and wellness.
Yeah.
It's New Year, New You time. It was the worst January, February of my entire business. Results never lie. I hired the man. I gave him $50,000 motherfucking dollars.
I did further research and found Reddit threads and YouTube reviews talking about working with Andy. And what I saw was really mixed feedback. Some people thought the sales training wasn't worth a damn and relied on intimidating young and insecure salespeople, while others said that
that is true. Because every person who's fat, out of shape, no bitches, like, go to these courses and be like, I'm going to make a lot of money. Which, granted, if they really making the numbers, because they all look pretty good. If they really making these numbers, it ain't nothing wrong with it. You get what I'm saying? But just finding yourself to be in a group like this can be very dangerous later on. But these people that, like, once it's a cult, bro, you stick with these people for the rest of your life, bro. You really don't do anything else. This is your end of your career. This is your life, bro. After this, you ain't about to be making no more. Like, there's no job that you finna be making this type of money in sales that quick within the first 3 years of you working there, bro. Unless you just become like the boss or the manager or the CEO or something like that, bro. There ain't no way, bro.
Elliott Group was as legit as they come, and that Andy treated them better than their own family. To me, it was striking to read a review hailing Andy Elliott as a life-changing mentor, and then in the next review, see him labeled as a predatory scam artist. And to me, seeing this only left me further confused about how I felt about Andy.
Well, so number one, super important, our kids, they all go to school here. Love you girls. There's Miss Debbie. She's their teacher. They're here every day. You guys eating healthy? Yeah. They're all here every day though. So that way, no matter what I'm doing, they're here.
That's good.
All right, call your shot. How much you putting up today?
Close. 15 grand. Can't trust everybody.
You for real?
Yeah, for real.
All right, you put up 15 grand. You 15.
He ain't in shape. You hired him. He ain't got a six pack. I know he don't. Look at his cheeks. I know he don't.
Grand in house. You come see me. I'll give you 1,500 cash.
Deal. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go, guys. Crank it up over here. Eva, come on.
Hi.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go. How many appointments you have?
Hey, do not do this shit every day. If he either not in the office every day, or he don't talk to these same people every day. Because to do that means, damn, I ain't seen you in a minute. Come on now, let's put 2 and 2 together.
20.
20.
How much are we gonna put up today?
Or is it for the
we
camera?
just locked up 75K, so.
Well, you're already 75.
Yeah.
Sean, what about you?
I'm gonna put up $5 grand today. Come on.
5 grand?
5 grand.
All right. Listen, you put up 5 grand. I got 500. You do 75. I got 1,500 for you.
Done deal. Easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take your money.
What's up, baby?
What's up, Andy?
You ready to take over the world?
Let's take over the world. Go psycho.
Hey.
That's what it's about.
That's my boy, baby.
That's what it's about.
Love you. Is Nate our secret weapon?
Yes, I've been talking
Oh my God.
like getting together.
It's my boy. Let's go. So basically, number one, right? Everybody's got to have a goal.
Everybody is on Adderall getting in shape because how the hell do you stay this focused off every day, multiple customers? You have to be on drugs. Simple.
That's the most important thing.
Every salesperson that I knew, not everyone, but majority of the good salesmen were off Adderall. I'm telling you, they was wired. Just like how all of these people, eyes big, not dilated, pupils big, focused, know exactly what to say, when to say it. I could say that, but I ain't trying to incriminate.
Someone's going to have to keep everybody on their toes nonstop. I didn't have this meeting this morning. My team had this meeting. What do you see right here, right? You see them talking about cold leads, warm leads, right? You talk about wealth, health, relationships. How do they help? This right here, this thing, this is the team getting in here every morning without me, going through the battle plan of like how to be great. Every day around 1, 2 o'clock, I have everybody get off the phones and have everybody come down here and they grind. And as you can see,
there ain't enough space
I
for
will
everybody.
outwork everybody.
There's nowhere near enough space in there.
Hard work is so important. Nobody's gonna build anything without working hard. This place is a hero-making machine.
Before Andy Elliott became a high-energy sales guru, he was selling cars at the Big Red dealerships in Norman, Oklahoma. This dealership targeted low-credit customers, people who couldn't qualify for financing at typical places. So to get them approved, a series of illegal schemes were put into play, bribing credit union employees, creating fake pawn shops, and inventing fake jobs for unemployed buyers just to push the loans through. This operation was eventually exposed, and it led to the conviction of 3 dealership executives. Andy admitted under oath his own role in the fraud and avoided prosecution by cooperating with federal investigators. And according to his own testimony, Big Red was a dealership where ethics took a back seat. Andy and his co-workers faked insurance letters, faked down payments, ran out employees that they deemed to be too ethical, and even role-played what to say if the feds came knocking. So with Andy accumulating a lot of influence and being a guy that talks about integrity being everything, I thought it was only fair to ask him about this chapter from his past.
Before he say anything, knowing what you're doing wrong, rehearsing what to do if y'all get caught. You was in it just as much as them. You snitched. You snitched on your people, bro. And you expect to take what you've learned and put it into your shit that you're doing right now. And then you think that we not gonna, bro. Yo, it's a lot of weird, questionable people out in this world, bro. That's why the internet is a weird place, because you listen to people like him and you be like, oh, dude, such an honest guy. He's such a hardworking grinder, bro. Something about him, bro. It's just something off, bro. I don't know, something off, bro. Something about him I just really don't trust, bro. It's the bald head, it's the no facial hair, it's the juiced up look. I don't know what it is, bro. It's something I just don't trust people like him, bro. Gotta be perfect at all times, like, bro. Something about it.
You said you almost went to prison. Tell me about that.
From the time I was 18 years old to the time I was 32 years old, I worked for good credit company. That was the way I worked my whole life. I didn't work payments all the time with people. But then I had this owner of this company that goes, dude, I need you in my store. By the way, it's a special finance store now. Good credit, no credit, bad credit, repo, bankruptcy, divorce, you're approved. These people have zero.
Hey, if you're from LA City Cars, it don't matter. You got good credit, bad credit. LA City Cars, look them up. I'm telling you right now, you'll get approved. Driving off the lot in a Benz, a whatever, Lambo, whatever. I'm telling you, LA City Cars. That voice is infamous out here in LA.
Down payment. In the beginning, day one, it's like, hey, this guy's approved. I submit it over to the bank and it says they need $1,000 down. And I'm like, hey, Mr. Customer, I need $1,000 down. And he's like, I don't have it. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. Basically, we're just gonna put $1,000 down on the contract. It's very simple. We're gonna tell the customers if the bank asks, you put $1,000 down. Now, we're gonna deduct that $1,000 that you didn't put down off the sell price. So actually you end up paying less money, it's fine.
So you guys kind of fake down payments?
Yeah, well, in the special finance subprime game, faking the down payment was almost everywhere.
Do you feel like it was prevalent in a lot of car dealerships?
Yes.
What did you feel doing that in your own head? Because I know a topic you mentioned a lot is integrity.
Yeah, well, honestly, at this point, okay, integrity has always been important to me, but it wasn't that at this time in my point I was self-developing and my number one standard was integrity. My number one standard was selling cars, making money, and trying to figure out how to hit that damn quota they put on me.
I think you've built a really good culture here. I'm just trying to balance who was this Andy guy before, this transformation.
Yeah, so this Andy guy's intentions, honestly, were good. I never hurt anybody. I never took advantage of anyone that I felt like.
I think you said something along the lines that if you found guys with good ethics, you'd run them out of the business. That to me was like, wow, I can understand forging a few loans, getting the guy's car.
But I don't know where that was said.
In your statement, nigga.
In legal documents?
It was in a affidavit.
Yeah, but you'd have to show it to me. I am not that guy anymore, and that guy died.
And what was the transformation moment?
In 2020.
With your wife.
Yeah.
Love him.
FBI comes in, and the owner.
Into the dealership?
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was like, we're going to get Andy Elliott. They were after this owner.
What was it like when the FBI came in?
I mean, it's just like, what the hell's going on?
Was your mind kind of blown? You're like,
yeah, I mean, everybody's mind blown.
How long did you work for?
5 years.
What made you not get up and pack your bags at some point?
Making too much money. Just total transparency. I see so many people stay in jobs because they're making too much money, and that's why you hear us talk about the golden handcuff syndrome all the time.
That is true. The job I'm in right now, I make a lot of motherfucking money. I made so much motherfucking money working for one of my clients. Bro, I could have did so much money, bro. I could have did so much with that bread, bro. I fucked up a bag, bro. Buying shoes, chains, watches, clothes, just. And then I looked at it and I was like, damn, I could have got myself out of debt. I could have paid my car off. I could have did this. I could have did that. And then it was like, oh, we're going to move you with this client. Now you're not making that much bread. Now you're not needed as much. Less hours. Now I'm like, damn, I got all these motherfucking bills. I got to pay this, and this. And now, even though I'm still working for the same spot, it's like the handcuffs is like, I can't go nowhere. No matter what I do, I'm not going to make nowhere near as much bread as this. That's why I'm grinding here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm grinding here. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality and the transparency to y'all niggas, you niggas watching. What this segment right here they talking about is so true. That's why rappers, you know what I'm saying, ball players, whatever you do, entertainment artists, they are stuck doing what they're doing because what are they going to do that makes them more money? Until you break out that, you know what I'm saying, break out that section, go get paid less bread, and hopefully you wasn't blowing a bag so bad to where now that you're getting paid less, your whole life is ruined, because that happens all the time. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I fucked up a bag, bro. I fucked up a bag, like 30 grand, bro, for nothing, bro. I did exactly what I told niggas not to do when they get money, bro. And I did it, bro. That's how you know a nigga never had shit.
I was handcuffed to more money than I ever made, and I just knew I couldn't make the same money anywhere else.
Because one of the things that I think is really powerful about your brand right now is personal accountability. What about back then, for if you're looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself the hard truth, like what would it be that you would condemn yourself the most for or change the most about actions that you did in that period?
Well, number one, my wife, anybody's watching this, when your wife says don't do it, she's not nagging you. She's not being a bitch.
Oh my God.
She's protecting you.
Yeah.
You know what I told her, which I own this now and I'm past it, but I said, babe, stop.
Y'all notice his voice is changing. He's starting to stutter and he's not on script. So he has to figure it out as he goes. He's not on his script, his normal routine. He's not used to people asking him these things. And if he answers a certain way, which the way he want to answer is, why are you asking me this? It makes the audience look at him a different way. So now he has to come up with some quick lies on his feet and talk about how his wife and this and this and this. This is all bullshit. I know, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you snitched on somebody and you talking about something. You have to show me that. Man, that's like when a bitch go through your phone and she like, nigga, I know you was talking to him. Or a bitch go through your phone, I know you was talking to her, and you like, what you talking about? What you talking about? Nigga, you know, bro. Bro. Like, show me what you talking about. Show me what you... Bro, you know you caught, bro. You know you caught. Like, it's that simple, bro.
Stop nagging me. And you know what she did? She quit nagging me. Be really careful you don't shut up the person that loves you more than anyone else in this world. But if you tell them enough and you hurt them enough, they'll shut up. And so, like, that really breaks my heart that I shut up my greatest best friend, weapon, everything.
Why is it that close?
So I would say, number one, never make decisions based off money. Don't do it. And don't run with the wrong people. Because if you run with the wrong people, you're going to do the wrong shit. And by the way, if you're favored by God, which I believe I am favored by God, I am also favored by the devil. It's like, if you put me on the right path, dude, I will go mow down darkness. But if you put me on the wrong path, I'll go mow down the light.
You could be dangerously good or dangerously bad.
Yeah, it's like...
You have that tiger in you. There's two narratives going through my head right now. I mean, Andy's on stage right now. In about 30 minutes, he's going to close these people at high ticket deals. I think like 75 or 100 grand to be part of a bigger coaching program. You talk to a lot of the employees. On one end, I'm like, holy shit, the culture here is contagious. Everyone is like fit, happy,
gung-ho, super high enthusiasm and energy. Like, what more could you ask from a sales team or a company culture? And
but how is it? This is a good day, a good week, or whatever. How is it on a bad day when nobody's selling? Because in sales, you have your good months, you have your bad months. This sounds like they're doing pretty well. How is it? Is everybody running around with like a chicken with their head cut off? Is they a little bit more naggy? Is the Adderall kicking off or wearing off? Like, it's all type of things, bro. I'm telling you, like, this is the kind of shit that I had to deal with for years when I was working in the sales industry, bro. I know all about this shit. And not to mention, all of them ain't friends because some of them is getting their clients stolen. They customers stolen. Oh, I was on a call with such and such and such. I wasn't working today. They not working 7 days a week. And if I'm pretty sure they open 7 days a week, if not maybe 5. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else is talking to that customer and stealing people's customers. That's how the sales game work. That's just how it is.
It's kind of like the movie Get Out, where everyone's like, yeah, I'm really happy here. And Andy, yeah, he told me everything. And yeah, all my answers come from Andy. I just like Andy is kind of this religious figure in a way. I think this is the thing where you define between like a great coach or a cult leader. And only time will tell. We've spent one day with the crew. Like in 10 years, these people might be the most successful people ever. In 10 years, there might be an FBI investigation into this place. Yeah. Who knows? What do you think, Miguel, so far?
I honestly think he's a good guy. And I think he actually has really good morals. But I do think there's something weird in the air in there.
Just the probability of within a 2-3 minute span, 4 people closing a deal seems highly unlikely. Yeah. But it could be true. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, if there's a lot of momentum in the building, things are happening. Like, I don't want to be a hater because the culture is so good and just like be like, oh, there's no way someone could be that happy. For people getting in shape, changing their life, making more money, being close to their family, how can you get upset about that? But still, there's something just a little bit off, maybe. Why don't you just do your own bid for what you did and roll with it? You did it, why did you talk?
The guy that I worked for was a piece of shit. This guy's a loser.
You were hustling deals in through, though. You knew you were doing that.
All of a sudden.
No. I was working in the company and doing what everybody was doing. My wife said, don't go work for this man. He's a piece of shit. I go work for the man. Everything that we were taught in that company was wrong. When the FBI comes in, they said, hey, who's in charge? It was me and 4 other people.
Did any of those other 4 go to prison?
All of them get called into a meeting with the owner. And the owner goes, if you don't lie, I'm gonna kill you. Dude, I have already been tried to be killed many times.
You have?
Yeah. So you know what I did? I went home and talked to my wife. And you know what I told her? Exactly what just happened. And you know what she said? Fucking tell the truth. If you go to jail for 10 years, I will be here waiting. But if you fucking lie, okay? The rest of the people all decided to lie. All those other people planned and planned and planned. Have you ever seen a movie how they're all like lying and the feds are coming against them? They're like, we got to stick together, and they can't. What happens in the end?
There's a crack in the case.
They all turn on each other, don't they? They said, oh, we found these secret fake emails that Andy was like sleeping with like one of the girls. Or
meet me upstairs after all the girls all leave. You felt so good yesterday. I've got to
something.
Whoa.
Right? And that girl mysteriously disappeared. So nobody could talk to her.
Meaning she was a real person, but then she couldn't be found anymore?
Yep. That started a war between all the liars. They all went to prison.
One of Andy's great skills is his ability to close on high-ticket sales. For the last 2 days, he has hosted business owners who paid a few $1,000s for a seminar, and for the grand finale of this seminar, he mounts the stage for a 3.5-hour speech that culminates in him closing these business owners for an even higher ticket coaching package worth tens of thousands of dollars. Here's a few moments from that pitch.
I'm going to go through these slides because these things that I'm going to go over with you, by the way, it's not a slide, it's your belief system you have to live by. This right here, there is one skill that every one of you has to learn, how to influence. Build a fully optimized, you know what I think of optimized? Maxed out, sharp as hell. You're the fastest, you're the best. Scalable business that can run and grow, everybody say without. How you do the little things is how you do the big things. Does that make sense? Yeah. Listen, if I look up to you, I'm not really looking for all the big things that you do. I'm kind of looking for the little things that you do. When you don't grow, you die. It's grow or die. If
if we can run to 100 million in 4 to 5 years, there's no reason that everyone else in this entire room can't do it. If you do this, here's the deal. I'm going to do my part, but you guys have to do your part. Does that make sense? So I'll make a deal with you. Me and Jackie will do a one-on-one with everybody in this room that does it, and that way we get an opportunity to know you guys before we coach you hard this next year. Almost every person that trains with me are high-ticket closers. So, who in here is going to do this? Can you raise your hand?
Almost everyone.
If you're going to do this, come up here with me, okay? And by the way, listen, everybody give it up for everybody in here who's going to do this next year. Okay? I love you guys.
Andy goes in for the finish, and he probably closed at least half the room with a coaching package that, if my math is correct, resulted in at least $500,000 of revenue for him, which, as a former salesperson myself, those numbers are pretty crazy.
Just had a long day. Hustled to you from the morning to night. What's going through your head right now? What do you want to leave the people with?
Number one, I've watched this guy, a lot of your videos. Incredible.
Thank you.
Just like when you meet me, sometimes, you're trying to pick, like what's going on, how does this guy live, what does he do? You said something, you said you want to be around good people and you want to do good work in whatever you do, right? You want to love your life. Meeting him, he's awesome. A lot of people told me, they're like, dude, Tommy G, you got to be careful, don't let him come out. He's going to try to pick your company apart. And you know what I said? I said, dude, listen to me. The greatest thing that anyone could show me is things that I could do better. I'm a coach, I coach people for a living, I take criticism for a living. Anything that you've seen that I can do better, right? Or anything that, as I watch this video, as I go through it, I'm gonna learn a lot watching your documentary. It's gonna help me, okay?
Especially how you choose to wear your shorts, that'd be my main section.
It wouldn't surprise me if Tommy G, in a couple months, is like, babe, can you get me some shorter shorts? I just feel like they're too long. Your culture, you built, awesome.
Thank you.
You're a good dude, you have a great heart, you're a great family guy. A lot of the times you talk about other people, they may never talk about you, but you're a really good man.
Thank you.
I just want to say it's awesome.
I appreciate that.
We respect people that are changing the world. But end of the day, we started with the cold plunge this morning. That was cool. Did a workout, ate some breakfast, got in the hot tub. You came up, met some people on our team. You see what sales centers look like.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the hospitality.
Yes.
Your team is wonderful.
Thank
your
you.
steak tacos are good.
Yes.
And we're very happy we did this.
Andy Elliott. Honestly, a fascinating guy that I'm still figuring out. And I can say 100% that I walked away really impressed with many things about Andy. His discipline, how much he cared for his family, his ability to create a very loyal team, just to name about Andy. His discipline, how much he cared for his family.
Pay attention to this guy right here. Well, not that guy. This guy right here. Look at his eyes.
His ability to create a very...
He like, y'all don't do that. One more time.
Impressed with many things about Andy. His discipline,
Regular
how much he
speed.
cared for his family, his ability to create a very loyal team.
That second blink, that quick blink was the fuck?
Just
That's
to
what
name
that
a few.
was.
However, I felt it absolutely necessary to push him on his past because years of committing fraud is a serious question mark, particularly for someone positioning themselves as a leader and moral compass for business owners. I also
don't know
totally
what they
believe in
selling.
giving people
Just
second
courses or
chances.
what?
After all, one of my best friends on earth is a former bank robber, and he's one of the greatest guys I know. So if what Andy does now is help people get in better shape, make more money, and take more responsibility,
does that.
even if his methods are controversial, I believe that's a big net positive, and I'm rooting for this guy. But only time will tell what comes of Andy's journey, and I predict it will be an extreme outcome either way. And folks, you can bet that I'll be watching to see how his story unfolds. Thank you, and see you next week.
That was a good video. Man, I learned something about him today, man. I know there's a lot of these gurus out here that really is just scammers, fraudsters, but I don't know. Andy Elliott, something about him, a little off. But at the end of the day, he pushed a good message. Whether or not that's what he go by or not, man. It's a lot of people out here that's not perfect, and they they fuck up in life, but hey, check it out. If y'all like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in another video. Peace.